So, liebe Leute von heute, herzlichst willkommen zurück hier bei Genshin Impact für die PlayStation 4, wo wir dann heute die Ermittlung gemeinsam mit Neuvillette fortsetzen im Falle der Drohung, der Ermordung. Obwohl, die Ermordung wurde, er sagt, nicht angedroht, aber die Melusine Kiara hatte, er sagt, einen Drohbrief gekriegt. Und Neuvillette sieht sich hier, sagt, aufgrund von vergangenen Ereignissen aus seiner Vergangenheit von vor 400 Jahren, wo er sagt, seine erste Vertraute hier in Fontaine auch eine Melusine war mit dem Namen Carol, die sich hier, sagt, naja, nach ebenfalls Drohung und so weiter und so fort das Leben nahm. Jetzt sagt er gezwungen, aktiv zu werden. Beziehungsweise, er hat die Schuld, er sagt damals, er sagt, warte mal. Nein, wie war das jetzt, er sagt noch? Ja, vor 400 Jahren hat er, sagt, hier als oberster Richter angefangen und hat dann, er sagt, damit auch begonnen, einige Reformen umzusetzen, die gewissen Leuten in Fontaine nicht gerade sehr gefallen haben und die dadurch, er sagt, auch ein bisschen Macht, ein bisschen an Macht, Ansehen und so weiter und so fort verloren hätten. Nun denn, er hatte damals zwei Vertraute gehabt, eine Melusine namens Carol und dann, er sagt, noch jemanden anderes, einen Menschen, denke ich, er sagt ja mal. Und ja, auf jeden Fall gab es dann, er sagt ja auch einige Zwischenfälle und so weiter und so fort, woraufhin sich, er sagt, am Ende ja anscheinend wohl die Melusine Carol das Leben sich nahm und der andere, naja, verschwand. Ich könnte es mir jetzt auch anders vorstellen, dass er sagt, die Melusine ermordet wurde. Zur damaligen Zeit. Nun denn, und auf jeden Fall die Melusine Kiara, die jetzt, sagt, hier in der Gegenwart einen Drohbrief erhalten hat. Die kam, er sagt, damals zur gleichen Zeit wie Carol mit Neuvillette nach Fontaine. Nun denn, wer allerdings hinter den aktuellen Drohbriefen oder hinter den aktuellen Drohbrief steckt, wer, sagt, dieser armen Melusine nach dem Leben trachtet, das wissen wir, sagt, jetzt noch nicht, aber wir fangen, sagt, jetzt erstmal richtig an zu ermitteln und wälzen jetzt erstmal ein paar Akten durch. Erst einmal über die Bestechung. Moment. Oh, das war jetzt falsch. Über die Spina di Rosula. Okay. Das war jetzt, sagt, wiederum etwas anderes wieder. Kellis, der Präsident des Spina di Rosula, wurde im Duell besiegt und starb an den Folgen schwerer Verletzungen. Der Kampf um die Wiederherstellung der Ehre ist endlich zu Ende. Der Angeklagte Kellis hat zu keinem Zeitpunkt der Verhandlung Einspruch erhoben. Herr Neuvillette hat sich eines Urteils zu diesem Fall enthalten. Die Einzelheiten werden noch untersucht. Unerwartet. Über die Bestechung. Es gibt einen schweren Bestechungsskandal innerhalb der Gendarmerie. Die Sonderpatrouille für Sicherheit und Überwachung hat den Fall untersucht. Alle beteiligten Verdächtigen wurden festgenommen. Die Verdächtigen haben ihre Verbrechen gestanden. Irgendwie ein bisschen zu einfach. So, über Fryosley. Der Angeklagte Fryosley hat sich zu all seinen Verbrechen bekannt und wurde von Herrn Neuvillette für schuldig befunden. Fryosley wird nach Fort Meropide verbannt, wo er seine Strafe mit Schweiß und Blut verbüßen wird. Während der Verhandlung schwieg Herr Neuvillette über einen längeren Zeitraum. Wer hat denn, er sagt, diese ganzen Berichte geschrieben? Hört sich jetzt irgendwie nicht danach an, als hätte das Neuvillette geschrieben. So, über den Schmuggelfall. Die Gendarmerie und das Marechaussee Phantom haben zusammen einen Schmuggelfall aufgeklärt. Die Hauptschuldigen wurden nach der Schwere ihrer Verbrechen verurteilt. Die Namensliste befindet sich in der Anlage. Über den Antrag des repräsentativen Gremiums. Das repräsentative Gremium hat einen Antrag auf Zusammenarbeit mit dem Marechaussee Phantom bei bestimmten gesellschaftlichen Aktionen gestellt. Auf der Grundlage von Untersuchungen sind sie der Meinung, dass Melusine die Popularität dieser Veranstaltung steigern kann. Das Marechaussee Phantom hat sich noch nicht dazu geäußert, aber sie hat den Melusinen auch nicht verboten, an solchen Aktionen teilzunehmen. Na gut, bis jetzt nicht allzu viel Verdächtiges dabei. Abgesehen das mit der Bestechung, mit der Schmugglerei. Und natürlich das Eigenartige mit dem Gremium jetzt eben.
useful. Oh, there are so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
Oh, diese Antwort wird sicherlich gleich Paimon richtig schocken. Wenn er sagt, Neuvillette ja schon seit 400 Jahren in Fontaine ja zugange ist, als oberster Richter. Wie viele Fälle könnten das, sagt jetzt sein? Auf alle Fälle mehr als 400.
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases. The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
You read Paimon's mind.
All right. Let us take a break then.
Wieder dieses unangenehme Schweigen. Ja, wieder dieses unangenehme Schweigen, was wir ja schon aus dem Opernhaus kennen.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All the silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Memonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines.
Nee, da muss ich dich leider ein bisschen enttäuschen. Er ist trocken.
He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like Diluc.
Neuvillette verlässt kurz den Raum, kehrt mit ein paar exquisiten Weingläsern zurück.
What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
So it's just plain old water?
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more sophisticated.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Huh?
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa village, and Inazuma's Konda village. Here is one of their latest products, water from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
Was ist denn da der Unterschied?
If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintsa village have a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda village placid. Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Really? Let Paimon try!
What do you think?
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all. Isn't this just normal water?
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. How did you do it anyway? Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon?
Das kann sein.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human society? Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence. In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. I lost many memories from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection to me, but I am unaware of what that connection is exactly.
Ist jemand in der Lage, diese Fragen zu beantworten?
Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
True. Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
Ah, verstehe.
Have you made any progress, then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents? Paimon's getting dizzy already.
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Water? Do you mean...
Den Lucinebrunnen?
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look.
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
Na gut, der nächste Abschnitt. Wiederkehrende Erinnerungen. Begib dich zum Lucinebrunnen. Oh, das könnte jetzt auch interessant. Wieso zum Henker bin ich jetzt hier in Liyue? Das war jetzt irgendwie eigenartig. Das war jetzt irgendwie eigenartig, dass ausgerechnet meine Weltkarte jetzt in Liyue war. Zu guter Letzt habe ich doch gesagt, sowieso Anfang der Version 4.1 doch sowieso bloß immer mein Abenteuer hier in Fontaine bestritten. Und war kein einziges Mal in Liyue zurückgegangen. In Liyue war ich ja bloß, sag ja, vor der Version 4.1, weil ich ja ein paar Muscheln sammeln gegangen bin.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
Oh, verdammt mal, wir fallen jetzt, sagt wieder auf wie ein bunter Hund.
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Als wenn das, sagt, nicht schon auffällig genug gewesen, dass sagt, eine Meluske hinter uns her schwimmt, fliegt.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next? Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Nicht mehr so deutlich.
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you... Whoa, it's glowing!
Während der Lucinebrunnen aufleuchtet, vernebelt ein plötzlicher Schwindel deine Sinne. Tja, und so machen wir es aus meinen kleinen Abstecher in die Vergangenheit. Oder ein Abstecher in die Erinnerung des Brunnens. Des Wassers. Was ist gerade passiert? Alles sieht anders aus. Ich sollte weitergehen und mich umsehen. War diese Löwenstatue schon vorher da gewesen? Ich glaube ja irgendwie nicht. Daran würde ich mich jetzt eigentlich erinnern. Da war doch einfach bloß eine Tafel gewesen. Und diese anderen... Okay, sind das überhaupt Löwen oder Chimären? Auf jeden Fall, das ist die Vergangenheit. Na sowas von, es gibt hier noch gar kein Opernhaus. Ne, überhaupt nicht. Das hier ist jetzt erstmal der Ort, wo dann später, sagt das Uhrwerk-Mecker-Ehepaar herumtanzt. Warte mal, das jetzt sagt dann Neuvillette und der sagt höchstwahrscheinlich wohl die Melusine namens Carol. Ereignisse von... Erinnerungen von über 400 Jahren. Wasser vergisst nun wirklich überhaupt nichts.
The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
Tja, dahingehend fühlt sich ja, sagt Neuvillette, mit den Melusinen verbunden. Sie suchen ja ebenfalls den Sinn ihres Daseins. Ebenso wie er.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head, and I tried really hard not to cry.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Tja, interessant. Dann jetzt erstmal noch weiter. Wieder die Gegend erkunden. Aber dieser Vautrin, ich könnte mir auch gut vorstellen, dass er vielleicht die Melusine Kiara auf dem Gewissen hat. Ich denke darüber sicherlich ein bisschen zu viel nach, aber ja. Auch mal interessant, eine Gegend hier zu sehen von vor 400 Jahren. Da hat sich ja nun wirklich alles ziemlich verändert in der Zukunft. Aber es würde mich auch interessieren, wieso in der Vergangenheit Löwen rund um den Lucinenbrunnen waren, aber in der heutigen Zeit nicht mehr. Was für eine Bedeutung hatten Löwen in Fontaine gehabt? Von vor 400 Jahren. Und wer ist Rico?
Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Ah, ein Arsch.
Oh. Hello, I'm Carol, a Melusine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Chaussee Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you? You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melusines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melusines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvillette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Naja, bis jetzt sieht es eigentlich doch nicht danach aus, als wäre er so ein schlechter Mensch gewesen, wie ich jetzt irgendwie dachte. Aber die Menschen von vor 400 Jahren, die waren, er sagt, ziemlich schlecht gewesen. Und haben ziemlich feindliche Ansichten über die Melusine gehabt. Tja. Der Hass, der Hass. Vielleicht sogar jetzt sogar noch Jahrhunderte später, jetzt immer noch in der Gegenwart.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Also, was ich bis jetzt hier in Erfahrung bringen konnte über die Melusine Kiara, ist jetzt irgendwie ziemlich unwahrscheinlich, dass sie sich nun wirklich selbst das Leben genommen haben soll. Sie war sicherlich das Opfer eines Mordanschlags gewesen.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere, unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Ja, immer diese machtgierigen Adligen. Egal in welcher Region, diese Leute gibt's immer. Und höchstwahrscheinlich war ich bloß von der falschen Richtung ausgegangen. Oder die Oper wurde innerhalb der 5 Jahre gebaut.
Turn the murderer in!
Die Stimmung kippt.
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette too!
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back.
Diese verdammten Mobber!
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
Okay, das war, er sagt, nicht gerade... Das war zwar, er sagt, auch noch Selbstmord, aber sie hat es, er sagt, getan... aus einem besonderen Grund. Das ist aber nicht hinzunehmen.
A blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carroll might have thought there was no better plan.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you. I will take responsibility for everything.
Also, hat Rache begangen, hat diejenigen, die Carol in den Selbstmord getrieben haben, dann ermordet. So war es dann wohl gewesen und daraufhin ist abgetaucht, weshalb er dann auch verschwunden war. So muss es dann wohl gewesen sein.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Okay, so eine Person ist Neuvillette auf gar keinen Fall. Da kennen sie ihn wirklich, er sagt ziemlich schlecht. In dem Opernhaus wird es immer lauter und unruhiger.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did?
Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Ruhe im Gerichtssaal!
Innocent! He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What?
That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
So war es also geschehen vor 400 Jahren.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Naja, obwohl es müssten dann jetzt eigentlich vor 395 Jahren gewesen sein.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?